What's up, everyone? I know it's been a long time since I posted, and I've been wanting to get back to creation now for a while, but I recently got a job, taking care of the family, and I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot on my plate, but I got a schedule, and I'm going to keep to my schedule. I got videos scheduled, I got research in the works already for some of the videos, but in saying that, there's a certain thing going on in the content community right now, and I'm sure a lot of people have seen it. And as the main example that I'm going to bring up, and I hate to bring her up, given the fact that none of this should have ever happened to her. And the person I'm talking about is Emiru. Emiru has, she's not like by far one of my favorite creators, but I do watch her stuff. I watch her streams, I watch her videos, her shorts. She's generally somebody who I find really funny, really, what's the word, authentic. Like, I think she is who she portrays to be. I don't see her as a two-faced person, and that goes for a lot of people who she hangs out with, and I'm gonna bring up them later on. But Emiru has had a pretty tough. I mean, geez, I think it's been like 9 months. No, probably less. 9 months, like 6, 7 months. 6, 7 months, where she has been sexually assaulted at TwitchCon. Then, like a week after she exposed Mizkif and all the horrible things that he did to her. And I was kind of hoping, I mean, not hoping, but, well, yeah, I was hoping that that would kind of be it. Because prior to that, the only way that people got to her was through her friends. Like, she's friends with Asmongold, Tectone, Wakari, which we're going to talk about him in a minute too, but the fact of the matter is that she never actually done anything, keep in mind. She's always just kind of hung around with who have done stuff. And I can't remember who said, but I mean, it's a line that always kind of stuck with me. Where it's a line that goes, "I'm a good man, my friends have some tendencies," and that really kind of gets to me when I think about Emiru, because like she's just a cosplayer. She does like, Let's Talk streams, plays Elden Ring, whatever, like gamer. Like, she doesn't really go out of her way to portray to be somebody else or portray a certain talking point or push politics or whatever. And the politics thing is what I'm going to be bringing up. The fact that she was called a racist chud just for not denouncing ICE. And I mean, I watched Emiru now for probably 3 years, 4 years, and I've always known in the back of my head that, yeah, she's a liberal. Like, was that not obvious? Everyone on X was saying that she was like right wing and that she had like a bunch of MAGA supporters following her. I mean, her whole stuff is cosplaying, Let's Talk, playing video games. If that stuff is considered MAGA, then I guess I'm far gone. But I mean, in reality, she had every sort of person following her. Like it wasn't just right wing or left wing. She had the whole gambit of people following her. And to me, it just is so weird that they see somebody that's easily able to be attacked just because she's associated with Asmongold, Tectone, Wakari, Mizkif, and all these other people. When in reality, she just was there. Like, she was a bystander for most of this, and stuff happened to her because she was a bystander. But that's also kind of why I want to bring up too, by way of like creation verse right now. Like, we have staying within like that realm. Like, we have Hassan Piper agitating all everyone as much as they can, especially Asmongold. We have Asmongold and Emiru in a lawsuit with Mizkif because Mizkif was saying that Emiru lied and that Asmongold through OTK terminated his contract or something like that, when in reality, yeah, your contract was going to be terminated because apparently he had like 3 strikes before all this happened. Then the stuff about Emiru came out, so yeah, they're gonna cut ties with you. Like that's just business. That's nothing personal. That's business. Like go work for Sonic Mizkif. If you do that stuff there and the exact same story happened inside of Sonic, yeah, you would be fired. That's just the way it goes, man. But for what yeah, like staying within that verse too, like, you have Ethan Klein suing Denims, a Hassan Orper. He's suing Frogan, another Hassan Orper. Denims was the one leading the attack on Emiru as well. Um, yeah, Casey Tron, who was being sued by Ethan Klein, but then I think it was like a settlement deal that they reached, but she was no longer in the active lawsuit, but she is still a part of it. But I mean, it's just 5 years ago, for example, whenever a streamer was in trouble, it's because they said something or they did something that made people uncomfortable. But now streamers are breaking the law, like just straight up breaking the law. And it's just one of those things where, like, again, going back to Emiru, somebody who's just trying to be them on the internet is just no longer acceptable. You have to be on this side or you're on this side. And for a lot of people who are just trying to stay in the middle, it's getting difficult. And I think that's just bad for content creation as a whole. Streamers, especially, because they're underneath a lot more scrutiny for going live. Me, I could be able to cut, pause, or redo anything that I want to do. Scrap this part, scrap that part, and not have to worry about every little word I say. I can pick and choose what y'all want me to say, or I want to say to y'all. But when it comes down to it, streamers don't have that luxury because everything they're saying is being recorded all the time, and it's live. Like, there's no taking it back after you say it. And I'm not, and I'm not okay with what's happening overall because there's a lot of times when people just want to be people. That's really it. They just want to be themselves. And sometimes being yourself does not involve politics. Sometimes being yourself doesn't involve having to denounce what police are doing or having to denounce a certain group or having to say that you support whoever. Sometimes being yourself just doing cosplay. Sometimes being yourself is putting on masks with a dumb bunny hat, wearing Harbor Freight gloves. Like, that's just being yourself sometimes. And I was standing at work. I was watching a piece of chicken cook on the grill. And I was just thinking, and I was just watching this chicken slowly cook. I had nothing else to do. All my prep was done. Station was clean. Only one ticket. That ticket was just weighing on that chicken. And I was just there watching it. And it just kind of dawned on me that, like, through being a chef and even being a carpenter, I've always strived for this level of perfection. This level of not godliness, but a type of holiness in a sense where everything's clean, everything's prepped, everything's perfect. Food's 100% great all the time. But then I started thinking about my YouTube channel, and I realized that I'd taken the complete 180 on it, where I'm okay with dropping shitty content. per se. Like I'm just gonna call it as it's shitty content. You know, low quality, bad audio, crappy edits, but I'm happy with it because at the end of the day, that's my level that I'm able to produce. And yeah, eventually I do want to get an editor. Eventually I do want to be able to produce better videos with higher quality in the end. But at the same time too, I'm very comfortable with where I'm at right now. Just turning on my phone and record using this like $15 lapel mic, talk to y'all guys. And I realize that, content creation, even as low quality as this is just being yourself. And I think at the end of the day, that's what content creation should be, just being about yourself. And that's what made me think about Emiru, where she just wanted to be herself. She just wants to be who she is. They portray that on the internet. And I mean, there's other people like that too, and that's where I'm going to bring up Asmongold, Tectone, Lucari again. Lucari, not so much, but Tectone, Asmongold for sure. Um, for those who ingest YouTube slop like I do, you know about Tectone. You know that he's had a recent civil suit. Just want to make that clear. It's a civil suit. I'm not going to die on a hill for this guy. I don't know him. Never talked to him. Apparently, he lived in Austin. Same thing with Asmongold, but now he doesn't. So I don't know the guy. Never talked to him. But at the same time, too, I'm not going to spear somebody for more. No, I don't even want to call it moral gain because if you're going to spear somebody over allegations and over a civil suit that is still unproven because the suit still is still going on, I'm going to wait for facts. That's just who I am. I enjoy his streams. Like he's a funny guy. I think he has a lot of value to add as a very abrasive person at times. And in the end, I think that's what we all kind of need, a abrasive person to break up, the soft talk that a lot of streamers do. A lot of streamers talk very softly, and Tectone would just kind of come in like, "No, man, no, that shit's gay, bro," and he just keeps it real. And again, that's where Asmongold comes in because Asmongold does the exact same thing. He doesn't sugarcoat anything. He says it exactly how he thinks it. And Asmongold and Tectone are just people being people. They are who they are. They're comfortable being who they are on the internet, and they get a lot of hate for it. They're fine with all that. And same thing with Emiru. Like the only thing is though about Emiru is she's not okay with the hate. Like when people are mad at her, she feels it. And I'm not trying to white knight anything like that. I just really think that she's a sensitive person, and I don't like someone's happening to her because at the end of the day, it can happen to anyone. It happened to the corpse husband. I mean, he had like a cult following. His fans love him. There's that one chick that got a tattoo of his breathing, like his breathing wavelength on her, but just because he looked like a normal guy, they hated him for that. And it got to the point where he just straight up left the internet. So I mean, it just sucks. It really does. Like it sucks to see that this is happening to content creators who just want to be themselves. I know Asmongold's super political. I know Tectone is very abrasive, so he's kind of asking for it on himself. But I mean, when it comes down to somebody like again Emiru, who's just trying to be themselves, Cinnabrit is another one. I'm just naming for friends right now. Bonnie Bunny is another great example. Like just three people trying to just be themselves. I've recently been watching like a small streamer. Like he only has 3K subs. I don't want to say who he is because I don't really think he would be comfortable. I haven't asked him. He doesn't know that I'm doing this video or anything, so I don't want to shout him out without his permission. But I mean, he he's been playing Elden Ring. I watched his whole playthrough so far. He's on like 130 hours, I think. And I was there since like 45 minutes in. I was just scrolling, saw that somebody was streaming Elden Ring, boom, started watching. And I'm apparently like one of his better people on there. Like he listens to me, he waits for my responses. Me and a few other guys, like he'll wait for our responses on what to do or certain options, where to go, stuff like that. And it's just there's just times where people come in and try to bring up politics, and we just tell them no politics here. Or they'll go and try to like rage bait, and we'll, we kind of police the chat for him. He's a really nice guy. He's not like I'm not gonna say he's soft spoken because he will stand up for himself, but he'll kind of let us police ourselves. And if he sees that us policing ourselves is not working, then he'll take action. And he doesn't have mods or anything yet, so like it's not like again these bigger streamers that have like a dozen mods working for them on payroll or whatever. Um, but I mean, I like watching because he likes to be himself. And I'm gonna cut the video here because it's already getting long to me just rambling. But my whole point for all this is, I feel bad for Emiru. She shouldn't have dealt with things that she's dealt with. Just be a content creator or streamer. Um, I don't think it's okay that she's being guilty by association. Because guilty by association works for stuff like bank robberies, stealing cars, stuff like that. But I mean, just because, again, like the Lakari, this is why I was thinking about that. You know, she knew Lakari. Lakari was apparently exposed for having some very illegal content on his computer, and everyone's looking at Emery like she did. Everyone's looking at Asmongold like he did too. And it's like, why would like how are you gonna sit there and blame Emiru, Asmongold, Techtown for something Lakari did? Like, yeah, they hung out with the guy, yeah, they knew the guy, but it doesn't mean that they're going through his hard drive trying to police him all the time. You know, like you think you know somebody until you don't know them, and that's basically what happened. Again, not trying to wait night for any of these people, but to me, it's just insane that like again, this guilty by association, being guilty for not yelling your politics from the top of the rooftop, being guilty for just trying to be yourself. It's really just sickening to see. But I just hope that it really happens on my channel because I have barely any subs. I'm not even quite sure if anyone remembers my channel is still up, but I want my community to be a tight knit community. I don't want it to be where we have a bunch of people coming in trying to push what they want onto this channel or onto the community. Because politics is not something I'll be touching at all. Like I will literally go punch a beehive instead of touching politics. Do you understand? Like to me, it's just crazy that these people who are just cosplayers, like Emiru said herself, like I'm just a cosplayer, man. Like I'm not educated enough to be talking about politics. Neither am I. I'm doing a fucking rabbit hat. I'm a chef. I'm a carpenter. You want me to go put some two by fours together and frame up a house and drywall all that shit? Yeah, that's no problem. I'll make burgers while I'm doing that too. But when you want me to talk about politics, I can only say what I've seen, what I've experienced, and what I know. That's very limited. So it's going to be a very, very narrow outlook. And I'm not going to give that to y'all. Like, I have a video that I want to do about a rapper. And this rapper has been in the well, not mainstream, but he has been rapping since 1997, all the way up until now. So I got 20 years worth of music to listen to actually be sure I'm giving y'all a complete story. And with politics, I just don't have that time. I don't have that drive to cover it. I don't have that will. It's not a passion of mine. And it's the same thing with Emiru. It's the same thing with the other small streamer I was covering. Like, that's not who they are. They're just people trying to be people. But anyway, I'm going to cut the video here so that way y'all can listen to me sit on my bed rambling. I gotta get to sleep anyway. I gotta work at 7 a.m. It's currently like midnight right now, but I just kind of have to get this off my chest because I think content creation is just taking a sharp turn, and it's turning into, oh, streamers and YouTube creators are no longer just saying dumb things and doing stupid stuff. They're breaking like they're breaking the law, getting arrested, lawsuits, kind of stuff, and I, can we all just calm down? Like, it's 2026. Let's just pump the brakes a little bit. Like, if y'all want this stuff to last, pump the brakes a little bit. We got another like 15 years of enjoying our lives before we hit. I'm 25, so 15 years I'm gonna be 40. So I want to kind of enjoy being, 25 in my 30s and just be able to say, like, hey, yeah, I was a content creator, whether or not it works out for me or not. I did something that I felt passionate for, and I don't want to be 4 years old wearing this stupid bunny hat. But hey, if y'all want me around when I'm 4 years old wearing a stupid bunny hat, then I'll be here. And I think it's the same way for again all those other streamers except Lakari. Lakari's probably gonna go to jail. Probably should. Same thing with this kid. But for everyone else who are just trying to be themselves and not have this agenda, not have these politics involved in, or just trying to have fun, I really think that they should be around for 15 years. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Um, I know it's like a little more serious and very spontaneous video, just me rambling on my bed. Be sure to check out W Energy, code Money Club at checkout. They got a bunch of new flavors out. I've actually bought 3 tubs recently. I mean, I still got some in here too that I'm debating on drinking whether or not. This stuff is delicious. It works well. I use it every single day when I'm in the kitchen. I've had I've given out samples to people on my work too. They seem to really like it, really enjoy it. Uh, when they say no jitters, no crash, they really mean no jitters, no crash. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Code Bunny Club at checkout. Go check out W Energy, and I hope you all have a good day or a good night. Thanks for listening to me ramble about just random YouTube slop.